let's take a look at numbers written in their expanded form. Before we look at decimals in their expanded form, we're going to start by looking at some whole numbers. So let's start with this. Write 1,234 in expanded form. What we want to do first of all is remember the place value of each digit in our number. So as we see here, this 4 is in the ones place. And as we move to the left, we're looking at multiples of 10. So this 3 is in our tens place. The 2 is in our hundreds place. And this 1 is in our thousands place. And so if I am to write this number 1,234 in expanded form, it looks something like this. 1 times 1,000, because the 1 is in our thousands place, plus 2 times 100, plus 3 times 10, and then plus 4 times 1. So each of these numbers multiplied by its place. If I were to condense that a bit then, I would write 1,234 in its expanded form is equal to 1,000 plus 200 plus 30 plus 4. So that is 1,234 written in its expanded form. Each decimal place also has a place value to the right of the decimal. So let's look at a problem now that's asking us to put a decimal in expanded form. Write 0.5678 in expanded form. So let's remember that to the right of our decimal point, each of these places has a place value that decreases by a factor of 10. So we start over here with the 0. The 0 is in our ones place. And then we have our decimal point. And the first place to the right of the decimal is our tenths place. So 1/10. The 6 here, the second number to the right of our decimal, is in the hundredths place. So 6 hundredths. The third number here is in our thousandths place. And this 8 here is in our 10,000ths place. And so if I am to write this in expanded form, it would look like this. 0.5678 equals 0 times 1, because there's a 0 in my ones place, plus 5 times 1/10, because of the 5 in my tenths place, plus 6 times 100th, because there's a 6 there in my hundredths place, plus 7 times 1,000th, because there's a 7 in my thousandths place, plus 8 times 1/10,000ths. And if I were to write this then in a little more compact form of the expanded form, I would write that 0.5678 equals 0 plus 5/10 or 0.5 plus 6/100 or 0.06 plus 7/1000 or 0.007 plus 8/10,000 or 0.0008. Now we are going to combine what we just saw with the expanded form of whole numbers and the expanded form of decimals and look at an example where we're asked to write the expanded form of a really large number that has both whole numbers and decimal numbers. We are asked to write 1,203.45067 in expanded form. So remember, we want to look at the different place values of our numbers. In the whole numbers, we've got our ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place. And over to the right of our decimal, we've got our tenths place, hundredths place, thousandths place, 10,000ths place, and 100,000ths place. So if I'm writing this in expanded form, you'll see I'm running out of room. It's so much information. I have 1 times 1,000 plus 2 times 100 plus 0 times 10, because I have a 0 in my tens place. So plus 0 times 10 plus 3 times 1. Now I've hit my decimal, and now I'm looking at my numbers to the right of my decimal. So I've got plus 4 times 1/10 for my tenths place, 5 times 1/100th for my hundredths place, 0 times 1,000ths, and then I've got plus 6 times 6 times 1/10,000ths for my 10,000ths place, and plus 7 times 1/100ths for my hundredths place. So if I'm to rewrite this then in a little bit more compact, expanded form, I would have 1,000 plus 200 plus 0, 0 times 10 is 0, plus 3 plus 0.4 plus 0.05 for my 500ths plus 0, because anything times 0 is 0, and then plus 0.0006 for my 6 10,000ths, and then I don't have room to write it here, so I'm going to write my 7 100,000ths right over here. 0.00007, and this is my answer to writing 1,203.45067 in expanded form.